Hey, this is JB here. This is Saturday, November 25th, 2017 for Drummond Energy Bands. And yeah, that's me sitting in a little plane. Before we do stuff, whatever it is that you need to do, isn't it interesting how the mind uh, tends to want to go into a place for preparation before we actually undergo what's about to unfold? And in trading, or for example, even in dance, here's a picture of somebody here closing his eyes, getting ready for the dance, the preparation of the performance. Well, whether it's flying or whether it's dancing or whether it's even trading, I think the same holds true that we need to, or at least I know I need to, go into a place where I'm prepared for the performance or the mental Olympics that is about to unfold. So in this video, it's going to be a very short video, but I wanted to do today a video. I wanted to talk about these two down red arrows. Now you'll notice that we're at the very top of this yellow area. Notice that we're at the top of the yellow area here. And then if I move this over, again, we're going to be at the top of the yellow area here. Now, we're not at the top of this yellow area. This is a bigger yellow area. I mean, this one is from here down to here. But you can imagine trading that requires a lot more risk. Why would you bother doing so if you could limit your risk and look at, being up here as a point in which the crowd energy can't push any higher. In other words, resistance, right? So what do we look at on this chart if we were to just go in and say pick that particular line to trade short? Well, we'd probably want to see if the crowd has stopped pushing up, and if so, we'd want to look at the numbers and see if that can provide us any information. Now remember, this is a 50,000 tick chart, meaning it takes 50,000 ticks before we get a new bar. And that can be a significant amount of time on any day. Here's 9/11. We get, let's go back here, 12:59, and then we start a new day. So it takes like overnight and into the, pre-market and into the, I won't say cash because on Friday, well, yeah, cash market on Friday, right? Even with an early close, we took quite a few hours to build that bar. Now 9/11 goes to 12:14. So you can see my point is there's a few hours here being built on these bars. 12:14. It only takes about an hour in between these two bars. So when we drop down, we look at some lower time periods, meaning they move a little quicker. We look for those areas. Those same areas are on this left chart here. And we've drawn them here. This is the yellow area that we were referring to, and this is the other yellow area that we're referring to. And we look at this chart here on the left because this is our focus. You can see that we got 63%, 195%. So when we're dealing with this with these dots here, you can see this one's broken, closes above this dot. This one's dealing with this dot here. And what we've done is we've drawn that dot, which is the upper energy band here on the trade chart to the right. So that's it right here. So with 195%, you would think they'd be able to take out that upper energy band. Now, let's face it, that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of buyers, from the crowd thinking prices going higher. What happens if all of a sudden here on this trade chart to the right, in that upper red area here, we start getting green zeros? Green zeros mean the crowd has lost its push up. So if they've lost the push up and you're in this red thing, which supposedly should be breaking and it's not, where do you want to get in? Well, you don't want to get long. You definitely want to get in maybe here, maybe up there. It doesn't really matter. But the point is, this energy band has green zeros. That's telling us it's going to hold. So obviously the closer you can get into this upper energy band, you're going to have less risk, and then you're going to expect price to flush on down into the lower energy band here. Now, this is the same thing that took place a little bit later on for this other down red arrow. But you get the point, right? 113%. This upper energy band, the dot here, which is drawn here on the chart to the right in red, should be breaking with 113%. But notice when we're up there, this trade chart's getting green zeros. So, that means its energy band's going to hold. That's these dots. So why not get out of any longs and go the other way? I think you see my point as we come down to the lower energy band for our target. It's the same thing each and every day, whether or not you're swing trading or position trading the yearly, or for example, the 50,000 tick chart. Anyway, thank you very much for interest. I hope everybody had a great holiday and Thanksgiving and enjoying your weekend with your friends and family. Thank you for interest.